my God, it's late. Hi, welcome to class.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here for this last class. I'm really excited at how far we've all come.
That's so good to hear. So glad you're pleased, Zade.
Definitely made a lot of progress.
That's really good. That's really good to know. So proud of everyone's progression. All right, so for this class, I am going to share my screen with you. This is class number 12. We have made it to the end of our 12-week growth through budgeting class. We made it. We made it. So exciting. So I do have a PowerPoint. So let me get my screen ready so I can share with you guys the final time. So excited.
All right.
All right. Let me see. We are going to share screen. That's this one. All right. Can you see my screen? Okay. I don't know. Hold on a minute. Let me see how to. There we go. There we go. All right. So this should be very familiar to you by now. Growth through budgeting. This is our final class. What would you like to share? Zani, I think you already shared with us. You didn't even wait for the slide. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I just feel much more confident and knowledgeable in the budgeting aspect. When I first started, I really didn't know what steps to take to gain control of my finances. I knew that a budget was like an Excel sheet and you're supposed to put in like how much income and how much expenses you have, and like I knew like the basics of it, but we really did go into depth about it. Like I didn't know about the actual versus the budget. I didn't know like the extended budget and like planning for the future with it. What else was it? I don't know. It was just very much in depth. I had a very basic flatline knowledge of it, and now I just feel much more educated about it and prepared to move forward. I know what I need to do to move forward and to improve with my finances. So yeah, thank you so much for educating all of us.
You're more than welcome. You're absolutely more than welcome. I'm so glad you caught all of that. Yes, that is indeed a lot of the things that we talked about. I just wanted everyone to know that what we did was just the beginning. Now you have the habits in place. You guys have attended this class every week. Every 7 days, you've looked at your numbers and you looked at your finances. So let's just keep this rolling. Let's keep this trajectory going so that you can continue to stay on top of your budget. So what we did was we created the budget. Now it's time for implementate. We created it, we're just implementing it. Now it's time to adhere to it. So we're just going to make sure we keep updated with real life experiences so that it makes sense to you. All right. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course.
So we made it. I am so not sorry for my excitement. This has been an amazing 12 weeks for me to see you guys grow from, like you said, and not being real clear about what it all entails, and for me to actually communicate to you in a way that you understood and was able to receive the information, and after class do the homework and apply it to your own personal life. However it may be, everyone had a different case, and then for you to keep showing up for yourself week after week, to keep progressing, to keep going forward. I commend you because you did the work. All I did was sit here and talk to you about it and try to teach you something for an hour once a week. So kudos to you. You've made it. Congratulations. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I hope you feel even an ounce of proudness as much as I feel for you. I'm so proud of you guys.
I do. I do.
Good, good, good. All right. So we do have an agenda, even though it's the last class. I need to know, how could I support you over the next 6 months? Let me know what it is that I can do to make sure that you are held accountable.
Accountability is the big one for sure. I live for these weekly check-ins because I wait until Tuesdays to start doing my stuff because we have class. So if we don't have class, my fear is that I'm gonna fall off the bandwagon and like wait until like a Wednesday or like a Thursday, or just keep pushing the date back and back and back because I don't have Sandra asking me, so what have you done this week? What are your numbers looking like? Have you did this, that, and the other? So even if it's just like a 15-minute phone call or video call, I would very much appreciate that, just as a check-in and just to help me stay on the bandwagon.
Okay. I like the sound of that. For me, I too have gotten to the rhythm of teaching on Tuesdays at 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what I can do about continuing to support you guys by being available at that time for any questions or concerns, or I don't know, that check-in that you're mentioning, that sounds really good. Let's see. I have to see how this class is going to develop going forward anyways. It's like once I've gotten this ball rolling, it would be silly to step away when I see it so beneficial to so many entrepreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll definitely keep that in mind. That may be, I don't know, but it's definitely going to be something going forward. That much I can assure you of. So any other ways you feel you would need to be supported?
And if you do want to have like another class or something,
Yeah.
I like being in your classes, so I'll join.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Thank you. So tell me, how could this experience have been better?
Let me think.
I know sometimes when people join a class or sign up for something, maybe they had expectations from the jump, and maybe the class isn't exactly what you thought it would be, that type of thing. So yeah, let me go back.
Well, it was it was pretty much what I expected, that we would just have our own personalized budget plans for us, and that you would help us as a group navigate it and develop it, which is what we did. I mean, the class, I could have been better if there was a way for us to just stay on top of it more. And I don't know if that's our problem as the students, or if there's something that you could have done as a teacher to, because I know a lot of us or some of us would either wait to the last minute or just not do it. Because I remember there were some classes where you'd be like, okay, so how is this coming along? And someone would say, oh, well, I haven't done that yet, or we haven't finished that yet, or whatever. But it's tricky to kind of balance that because, I mean, we are adults with full-time jobs and maybe kids and other things going on. Like, we're not in a school, so we don't have as much time to set aside for homework. But then again, if we are signing up for a class, then we should set aside time for homework. So I don't know. It's hard to balance it, but I wish that we could have just been more on top of things. But yeah.
Thank you for that honest feedback. I do have a question. When you're saying be on top of things, do you mean adhering to the proposed agenda, like what we're supposed to cover every week, and stay on track? Is that what you're meaning? Or do you want to could you clarify?
Yeah, I guess I do mean staying on track with the syllabus, with the agenda. I know we pushed some things aside because people did not have their materials ready
Oh, understood.
in time.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that feedback. Anything else?
I'm thinking engagement wise, I think people spoke up a good amount,
Yes.
so that's fine. That means that you're doing a good job developing like rapport and getting us to speak up and be comfortable speaking up. So that's good. I didn't use the drive that much. I used it for like the first 3, maybe
Absolutely.
the first 4. And then after that, I'm not even sure what was in those folders for like class 5 through 12.
Absolutely. That's a great point. I remember when I would go to the drive during class to attempt to pull up the budget template or the bookkeeping template, I'd have to
Mhm.
remember what class it was in order to grab
Yeah,
it.
yeah, same. I ended up having to like favorite or something like that, or I start it so that I can reach it, or look at my like recently opened. But yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, so maybe that's something we could change and just have your folder with your materials, and we'll work on that internally. But absolutely, I agree with that as well.
I can probably help you with that too. I have an idea that I can talk to you about later.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's good to hear. Other words on that before I move on to the next one?
Mm-mm.
Sounds good. All right. So the next thing says, look out for an email from me. Let me let you know what that means. This was our first class of this nature. I've had speaking engagements. I've taught on meetup groups on Saturdays. I still teach on Saturdays at 1:30. But this was the first of its kind where it's not like I'm seeking clientele or anything of that. These are existing clientele that we're serving and realizing there's a need for the clients to know their budget. And so that's how this class came to be. Um, and it was amazing. It was very eye-opening. It was very spur of the moment. I don't know if you guys remember in May, I took a vacation after tax season. And then I just came up and was like, you know what, let's do this class. And it was alive in 3 weeks. 3 weeks time, I had told you about it. And we were hosting the first one. Like I said, it was all about need.
Mm-hmm.
First one, it's the first class. So there were a lot of things, that were very new to me and very new to you guys. And I'm just glad that you came along with me to reach this end. So this class, my hope is to use this material as part of a digital product that we will sell in order to offer bookkeeping, budgeting, all these tools that you learned, all these skills that you learn, offer it to a wider audience via videos. So look out for an email from me so that I can get your permission to even use your likeness or use your story. Of course, you're not obligated. However, I would be more than pleased if you would say yes. But if you say no, that's totally an option as well. But either way, you receive an email with more details so that we can get this digital product launched off and quickly help other entrepreneurs who have the same questions and qualms that you may have had when you first started. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And going forward, budget adherence going forward. What we did again was we implemented your budget, we created it, and we set everything in place. But that is not a budget is not a static tool. It definitely changes, and you add lines, you remove lines, things change. So as you're going forward, know that we are here. We are here to help you as you adhere to your budget. So we are still available. We are available to you Thursdays between 4 and 7 or by appointment 3 weeks in advance. Okay, so we are still here for you as you tweak your new creation. Any final questions?
No, ma'am.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a great 12 weeks, and I hope to see you in one of our classes or one of our weekly check-ins sometime soon.
All right. Thank you.
Take care. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.